Hey guys, this is FounderOne aka Eve Panda. Welcome to part 2 of our video series on how to Eve. In the last video we found a spot to settle and set our home marker. Our next step is now to set up a kiln, make bowls and plates. To make bowls and plates you need one clay and a round stone. Hit the clay once to get a bowl and hit it twice to get a plate. The bowls and plates are now wet. We need to dry them first before we can use them. To dry them you need to set up a kiln. The location of the kiln is very important. If you place it wrong, it is useless. You need to find a spot that has a lot of free tiles around it. You should also watch out that nothing else will be built in this area. The kiln will be used to smith later. Therefore, we need some working space. One clay you should hit with a skewer. You will get a wet clay nozzle. It is needed to craft a bellow. While you work, don't forget to eat. In the beginning, it is recommended to look out for food when your food bar is at 1/3. After a while, you get a better feeling on when to eat. To use the kiln, we need fire. To make fire, we need the right tools. A hatchet and a fireball drill is needed. You can craft them by yourself. You would need a sharp stone, 8 milkweed to make 2 ropes, 2 branches from a maple tree and 1 from a Lombardy poplar tree. When you gathered all your materials, you hit the Lombardy branch with the sharp stone. After that you hit the 2 maple branches twice to get 2 short shafts. You add 1 rope to one of the short shafts and another rope you add to the small curved shaft. You got now a tight short shaft and a bow drill bow. Add to the tight short shaft the sharp stone and add to the bow drill bow the second short shaft. Et voila, you got your tools to make fire. You can and should outsource some work. Give your kids the task what they should do. In my case, I told my daughter to make the tools. Wild animals are all around. Take care of them and watch out. If you or a kid dies, don't worry too much. For the kiln we need 3 adobe. To make adobe you need to cut down with a sharp stone tule reeds. You can find them in swamps. Then you need to get 1 clay. Add the clay and the reed to get some adobe. If you got some spare time, collect the eggs from the goose ponds, so the goose can breed a new egg. Just now we need to gather some more adobe. For the kiln we need 3 adobe and we need 1 more adobe to cover the kiln for smithing. When you gather stuff you can leave your kids at the base. Just make sure that you check that they don't starve. The best would be to put them in a warm spot that has the optimal temperature. When you want to place your kiln, you should make sure that behind your kiln is a tile free. To set up the oven base, you hit 1 adobe with a round stone. Then just add the 2 missing adobe to get your kiln. Place the last adobe behind the kiln on the free tile. Always make sure that all your kids have some work. Gamba is still working on the tools. Wanda just grew hair, so she needs a job now. Since we almost finish our bowls, we need now some fields. At the moment we got the berry meter, so we should plant berries first. To finish up the kiln we need now 3 maple branches, and 2 firewood. We need 1 maple branch to light up the kiln. We hit it with a sharp stone to get a long straight shaft. With the other 2 maple branches we make tongs. To make the tongs we hit the maple branch with a straight shaft, so we get a long straight shaft, and then we hit the long straight shaft with a flint chip. When we got the 2 tongs we should gather some firewood. Collect 2 branches from Jew trees or Lombardy trees. Then hit the branches with the hatchet and place 1 firewood in the kiln. Make sure that the plates, the bowls and the clay nozzle and all the rest is placed at the kiln. Your first fire should be located far away from the smith. Otherwise crazy moms and stupid little kids will occupy the smithing area. You also need some space around the fire because you want to make some omelets. Gamba didn't finish the tools, so we need to finish the tools now before we can start the fire. We finished the tools now, we just need a leaf and some tinder. Use the fire bow drill on a long straight shaft, take a leaf and hold it on a long straight shaft. Your leaf should burn now, go to the tinder and light it up. When the tinder burns more, take your firewood and add it to the tinder. Now you got a fire. Take the long straight shaft and hold it in the fire, it should burn now. Before you light the kiln, you should first eat. When your stomach is full, you should light the kiln. Now you need to be fast. Take the tongs and grab the bowls, the plates and the clay nozzle. Hold them with the tongs into the fire to let them dry. Easily you can hold 7 to 9 things in the fire. Then you should cover the fire with the adobe behind the kiln. When you cover the kiln with the adobe, the kiln will smoke. Wait until the smoke disappears and then you can uncover the kiln. Coal will be left in the kiln. We will need the coal later for smithing. But before we start smithing, we need to set up a farm first. Grab a dry bowl and put always 2 soil on one pile. Then you have 2 options. The first option I would recommend is take a skewer and plot the tiles. Skewers will break fast, but you don't need a rope for it. The second option would be to collect the rope and a straight long shaft to make a stone hoe. Since you got not much time, it is better to use the skewers around. If there are no skewers around, you should make a stone hoe. You should make sure that your fire is running for now. A good thing to do would be to get a rabbit now. But more important now is the farm. Collect some berries and hit them with a flint chip so you get a berry seed. Add the berry seed on a plot to have a plot with a berry seed. Just water it and wait. The berry bush needs some time to grow. Make sure that when your fire is running and you don't have a perfect spot temperature, to put your kids on the warm fire, so they don't use too much food. While your berries grow, you should do 2 things. The first thing should be to get a rabbit and cook it over the hot coals. In my case, the food got low, so I collected a flat rock and wanted to make some omelets. Just put the flat rock on the hot coals. Get the dried plates you made before and put them near the flat rock on the coals. Then you should get some eggs and put them also on the flat rock to get an omelette. When the omelette is finished, take the plate and add the omelette to the plate. If you let the omelette too long on the hot flat rock, it will burn. You can only remove it with a skewer. The kids and you should now work on the farm. Plant some berries and some carrots. We are now at the end of the video. I hope you liked it and see you later in the next part.